6:44 now, and since the start of this pandemic, there's been a lot of talk about herd immunity and the best ways to achieve it.
Vaccinations and natural spread of the disease help us get there. But before we talk about achieving herd immunity, we first must understand what herd immunity is. New this morning, our ABC15 Health Insider team is helping to break it all down for us.
Herd immunity is the idea that even though one individual may not have gotten protected from an infection or may not have had that infection, the more people in their herd or group that do have protection to that infection, the less likely they are to get it. So when the majority of people have protection from an infection, the herd is less likely to transmit that infection.
It sounds simple enough, as explained by experts at Johns Hopkins University. But getting to herd immunity in our current pandemic, anything but easy. And how do we achieve herd immunity for COVID-19?
Herd immunity is also based on how contagious is a virus. So for example, there's certain diseases where we need about 90% of the community sort of protected from from a virus. You know, measles, for example, is highly contagious. There's other viruses that you might only need 80%. Currently, I believe the cutoffs for the coronavirus is about 70 to 75% to receive that herd immunity, given how transmissible or contagious the virus is.
That's the goal of this vaccine site and others across the state. Reach herd immunity through protecting people who haven't already had COVID. Experts say it would save more lives than simply letting COVID spread like wildfire in the population. But Dr. Piyush Gupta explains herd immunity isn't a cure-all. COVID-19 could still spread in our community, but not nearly as easily as it once did.
Not stop it, but it's going to slow it down significantly. There'll still be a risk that people that aren't immune to the virus they can still get it, but the risk is much lower because it's less prevalent in our communities.
He does a great job of explaining it. So the interesting thing about herd immunity is that, like the name suggests, it doesn't just protect you, it protects all of us. The less likely you are to get sick, the less likely you are to spread that disease to somebody else. Now, is there a question or story that you want to see our Health Insider team look into? Email us at healthinsider@abc15.com.